Yo, welcome back to another Stu42 Minecraft video. Today we're going to look at some more Ars Magica, I think. So I thought I would just come on, push record, and see where I ended up. This is definitely going to be one of my playtime videos. I'm not entirely sure where this episode will take me. I know I want to do some Ars Magica stuff, so I thought I may as well push record so that you guys can see what I'm up to as well. So since the last video, I have gone out with my one little spell that I made. If you remember, I made this digger spell. You might notice a little 13 there in the bottom middle of the screen. So I've been around and been digging out some stuff like that. And as you can see, oh, I'm about to hit level 14. There we go. Wow, that was good timing. So yeah, I've gained a few levels just from doing that. I spent some of my points in here in the Oculus. As you can see, I just leveled, took another point. Awesome. So I'm heading down this way. I wanted to do some fire damage stuff. I'm not sure what I need to get for ignition or forge. Forge, I really want to get to. There's a spell that I want to try out that I've read about. So hopefully we'll get there once I figure out how to get these green points. In the meantime, I might just make some more spells. So what I thought I might do is get some books first of all. Now I think there's a spell book you can make to hold all of your spells as well. So let me, that one, Ars Magica, so we need some string, some paper and some leather. That shouldn't be a problem. What was it? Leather, paper? 2 paper. That's good. And some string. Spellbook. Excellent. Now I also need some of those writable books. Now I've since added that recipe. You would have seen last time I had the slight derp where I didn't know what a writable book was, even though it's part of vanilla Minecraft. So let's, oh, they don't stack. That's annoying. All right, well let's just grab a few of those anyway, and run back over. I've also put this chest here just to hold some of the stuff that I'm doing. So let's make a spell. Let's put that in there. And what do we want? Self-projectile. Projectile fire damage, maybe? So we need projectile. At least one component is needed. So that's the... Oh, we have a... I don't remember doing that one. So fire damage. Removing the book will finalize. See, I can add some other things to it as well. What if I do physical damage as well? Oh no, let's try that. Let's try that. Okay, so we need to name this. We're going to name this... I don't know. I am not very imaginative with my names. I'm just going to name it something that makes me remember what it actually is. So let's take that out. If anyone knows what to do with this as well, the books, once you've made them. So I have just hold on to my last one there. I don't know what to do with it. I really don't. I need a blank rune. I will probably need a spell parchment. If the last one is anything to go by, I need to put... Actually, that spell book that I made, what happens? Ah, how cool is that? I can put my spell in there. So that must be like an action bar that you have. There we go, up the top. And I think I programmed in G and H. No, H is for hats. I don't know. I know I programmed there, the crescent moon down the bottom. I can change between low power and full power. Well, half power. Apparently you can get that to be bigger as well. Anyway, let's throw our fire fizz on there. We need to throw the rune in just like we did last time to kick it all off. We get our crazy stuff again. We're going to need some more Vintium dust. Actually, let's read up on what we need first. Projectile fire damage with physical damage. We're going to need 2 dust, an arrow, a snowball. Wow, so we got the parchment that we needed. Cool, so dust, arrow, snowball, flint and steel. Let's run and get some of that from our main one. So arrow, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just take a couple of stacks of that because we always need it. What else was there? Flint and steel. Do I have any of that? Oh, I've got one. I don't know if it'll work. Okay, the screen would have taken a bit of a jump there. I've had to edit out a bit. My mouse decided to have flat batteries, and then the whole my computer had a bit of a problem. But we're back now, so you would have noticed things change. So where were we? We were up to needing our flint and steel. Now we did need red runes as well. I can't. I should have taken some runes with me. So Vintium arrow, snowball, iron sword. Snowball, iron sword, and we'll take some runes. Oh, how many red runes was it? Wasn't it a couple? 2 red runes, yes. 2 red runes, a snowball. Now, it'd be interesting if I don't have a snowball. I'm not entirely sure I've got any in there. Oh, I do. Look at that. Snowball. Now, we wanted the iron sword. And the red rune, which hopefully will just be, yeah, I should know that by now. It is just that with some red colour. And let's have a look. Oh wow, we've got some rose red, so let's use that instead. Cool. Okay, so let's go and throw some of this stuff in there and see what happens. So 2 Vintium dust. 2 Vintium dust. Obviously not working. Okay, why is that not working? 1 Vintium dust? Ah, that's very, very interesting. You need to make sure that they're done one at a time. Snowball, a red rune, the flint and steel, and now we go for the other dust, another red rune, the sword, and then the parchment. And there we have it, our spell. Achievement get, new entry unlocked. So that is that projectile spell. If we right click, now I've figured out that the first time you right click you end up with this screen, so I'm gonna give it a projectile-y looking one. I'm just gonna keep that, I think. What's that do? Wow, it's making random names for me. Okay, so let's just go fire, fizz, projectile. Cool. Now, escape out of that. And now we have our fire, fizz, projectile. Cool, let's put it in our spellbook. So shift right click, throw the projectile in there. And now we should... Oh yeah, we can hold down shift and scroll with the scroll wheel to get to the new projectile. Wow, look at that. Cool, let's go and find something to kill. Yeah, I don't really want to kill the horsey. Oh, look at that. That's hilarious. Oh, after not wanting to kill the horsey, I'm out of mana already. Wow. Okay, let's... Ah, well, serves you right, cow, for pushing the horse up. Oh, and the horse lived. The horse lived. Horses can live. I'm a bit of a softie when it comes to them. I know they're only digital horses and they don't matter, but I'm gonna put them back up. There we go. Saved. Unfortunately for cows and sheep and things, they taste too delicious, so I'm not about to kill them. Well, and my mana still has not recovered, so this is a very expensive spell that I probably shouldn't have made at this point. At least I can cast it once. There we go. Nah, one cast and it's gone again. Wow. Okay, so what do we unlock? I unlocked staves. Awesome. So that's kind of cool. And we have unlocked lightning damage. Okay, so this is what they're talking about when in here I've noticed that even though I have that, I couldn't previously get to lightning damage. Now I can because I have discovered it. So I used the firebolt to get to the lightning damage. Now I'm not entirely sure what ignition would be. I don't know whether I need, gravity or bounce or one of these other ones in order to get it. I guess I'll find out at some point. Affinity. Oh look, we got a little bit of fire affinity now. I haven't spent anything on talents. Utility. Light, not learned. Maybe ignition needs light. Maybe I need to learn that one before I can learn ignition. I really do want to get to that forge one. Silver ones. You must have to do special things to unlock those. Alright, cool. Well, that's another spell. What do I do with this book now? This is again another thing that I'm struggling with. What to do with all these books that I'm going to have left over? Like, what's the point? If anyone knows the point of those, please, by all means, comment in the comment section below and let me know if there's anything useful I can do with those. In the meantime, let's make another spell. I'm into the swing of things now. Now, I think after this, we probably want a self. We haven't made a self spell yet. Self, heal, and regen. That sounds like a smart thing to do. I didn't name it at all. That was terrible of me. Spell recipe. Alright, I think I can put it in a writing desk or something. And can I put it in a writing desk? No. There's probably a way to rename it on an anvil or something, maybe. What do we need? 500 essence. Neutral. 500 essence. Wow, a blank with 2 orm, Vindium dust, a lesser focus. What is 500 essence? Let's have a look. So it's the liquid essence, but how do I get 500 of it? $500 sounds like a lot of essence to have. Unless they mean half a bucket. Like 500 millibuckets of essence. Alright, let's get the rest of the stuff anyway. So I've already got. So I need 2 orm. I've got Vindium. I need to focus, a green and blue rune. Another spell parchment. Go back over here. Golden apple. Golden apple. Let's have a look. Now, is it actually gold or is it? Yep, it's gold. Cool. So a green and a blue rune. So let's go for a green and a blue rune. We needed some orm. Ooh. Those are kind of rare. Do I have anything called essence? I've got water essence, arcane essence. They're from Ars Magica. Concentrated essence berries. Tell you what, I might have to cut the video again here and I will go away and just do a quick bit of research, such as the Nature of deciding to record without without actually having much of a plan. All right, so I've got everything except for 500 neutral. Oh, it does say neutral there. Hang on, let's refine our search a bit. Nothing. All right. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna just start throwing stuff in and see what happens. There we go. Now we want an orm, which, as we know, we only need. Oh, what happened there? One orm there. Ventium dust. Ah, that. That must be what an essence looks like. That must be what an essence looks like. Oh, that's probably the focus. That's a lesser focus, which is made with glass and nuggets. I forgot about that one. Let's quick run and get that. And what was it? Nuggets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. An essence. Where are we? Wow, I wonder if the graphics are supposed to be like this. It looks kind of glitchy to me. Right, so that is it. That's definitely essence. Does that mean I just need a pool of essence nearby? I don't know. Let's just try it. Let's see what happens. I think I have some essence in here. No. Yes, I knew I kept a tank of it. There's a reinforced portable tank full of essence. And I believe I have a bucket already. Cool. So, I'm completely just trying to make this up as I go. So let's grab a bucket of that and throw it in there. No? What happens if I just throw the thing out there? No. Wow, okay, so no, that's not it. Okay. I'm going to go and research very, very quickly. I will be back in half a second. Okay, once more, I am back. This episode is going to be full of me not knowing how to do a lot of stuff, so please bear with me with it. I'm figuring this out at the same time as you're figuring it out, so often I hear from people that they sort of want to see the process that I go through. Well, today we're certainly seeing that. So, I've made a couple of things. I have figured out that I probably need a Nexus in order to harness this energy. I made a Magitech staff, which, you know, I don't know if I need that. I made blue chalk. Tried a few things along the way. It turns out I just need to have some room for this energy Nexus. Now, where am I going to put it? I might cut this tree down actually. Where are that? Lumber axe. The lumber axe is ridiculously awesome. Oh, what am I doing? Cutting that down. Now we use our was that sword digger? There we go. Bang, bang. I love that spell. Alright, so I'm trying to use that whenever I can now just because I need to level up a little bit. So let's do it right here. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be that big? Yeah, that'll do. So we need to put stone bricks. 1, 2, 3 there. Let's knock you out. 1, 2. And then we need these chiseled stone bricks to go on top. Done. Now we need our chalk. Ah, look at that. That's very cool. Alright, so now this Magitech stuff, I think, will come in useful, because I can click it and it says detected essence 0, deficit 0. So I'm not entirely sure what happens with that. I don't know if it needs a line of sight to the sky or what it's doing. We've got one anyway. Cool. Now, the other thing we need is apparently a... what's it called? There's a wrench. There's a particular wrench that I need. That one. The crystal wrench. So I need iron, Vintium, blue, Desert Nova. Let's go and make one of those. Now, it's not in the compendium, so I'm not sure if it ends up in the compendium or not. It's always an interesting one doing this. So, Vintium, oh, not Vintium, what am I doing? Desert Nova and the Orchid one of those. There we go, Crystal Wrench. Excellent stuff, okay. Now this is where this just might not work because there's no detected essence. So now I'm supposed to right click with the wrench. Now as you can see, my graphics are really not fantastic for this, and I have no idea why. So let's click there. They're now apparently linked. So drag some essence across. Well, it's trying. This here has a bit of a problem. There's no deficit detected. I wonder if I have to do it in a certain spot to get it to work. It's very, very interesting. Interesting, but not really working. So, yeah, that's a tricky one. That was definitely in the right mode. Yes, we click there, that's done. Then we click there, the light fades and it's still going. Turn it off. What if it's because it's horrible and raining? Okay, well, I guess what I'm going to do is just give it a bit of time. I'll pause once more and give it a bunch of time and see if this comes up with any energy, and if not, I'll have to do yet more research into why this is not doing what it is supposed to be doing. Alright, I will be back shortly. Okay, once more I am back, and I've discovered a couple of things that I'm probably going to need to do. That's looking fairly broken still. That is that I'm going to need to put this essence underneath, and hopefully that will do it. Alright, so if I can do that, put that in there. Where's my blue chalk? Oh, it uses it up. That's annoying. Alright, so blue chalk is a single-use item. Let's go and try that. Do I still have the pattern in there? No, I don't. Let's go for blue, clay, Vintium, flint, and oh, I can't remember what the other bit was. Paper. Paper, how obvious. I might have to add the recipe to the list for that. Alright, so let's try this. Oh, look at that. That is a welcome sight. That blue haze is supposed to mean that we're generating. So down the bottom, we now have, yeah, we have a bunch of it now. So, okay, if I right click with that, and then go back over here, click again, and then click that, and that's put the 500 across. And now we want the green rune. Wow, okay, so that's, boy, this has taken a while to get this. And the blue rune, the golden apple, the parchment. Hooray! Okay, that took a long time for us to get there. Hopefully, in the me cutting this together at the end, it won't be too boring for you guys. But this has been a little bit of an experimental episode purely because I didn't really know what I was going to do heading into it. I sort of wanted to do some what should I call it? Health regen? Health regen's good enough for me. I sort of wanted to make some more spells and, you know, see what things I could do. One of the big issues that I've found with this is I wonder if this eventually comes up in the compendium. So if I had actually just gone out and, you know, done a bunch of other lower level spells, like if the compendium would eventually give me the things that I needed, I sort of had to go and do some research on how to make the Nexus in the first place, which was, you know, a lot different from what I was expecting it to be honest. Yeah, let's try out our spell though. Oh, look at that. Doesn't use too much either. Wow. All right, and that gives me a little tiny bit of a tiny bit of experience for that as well. And what do we get? Regeneration. Wow. Cool. So now all I need to do is do something like hurt myself. I'm not sure how best to go about that. Yeah, maybe back at my other base. We'll find some zombies or something. Alrighty. The sun is just setting. This is good. There's one. Come and hurt me. Alright, let's go for the health one. Okay, health is going down. Oh, look at that, and one click gave me all my health back. Right, let's try the fireball. That was awesome. And I'm out of mana. Maybe I should get something that gives me more mana. That might be a good next spell to do, I think. Alright, so for now I think that's a pretty successful sort of result. The path that I took to get there was, yeah, pretty long, and I'm sorry if that was a bit of a boring one for you guys, but that was pretty tricky in terms of finding out all the bits and pieces that you needed to do just to get that essence into there. I've got a couple of new spells now, which will obviously help me with leveling up, although I have noticed that only this one seems to be giving me a decent amount. Now I'm still getting damaged. Yeah, that's even on half moon. That gave me 2.5 bars of 2.5 hearts. That was pretty good. Alrighty, so I'm gonna leave this here. As always, thank you very much for watching. Please leave some comments on this one, letting me know how you like the format of it. I normally plan a little bit what I'm doing, but with this one I really just decided to dive in and make some spells, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. My problem was I really wanted to record it. I didn't just want to end up doing a bunch of stuff off camera and then, you know, missing out on recording, setting up the bits and pieces. So, yep, as I said last time, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.